Since time immemorial, humanity has been captivated by stories of celestial beings who interact with the mortal realm. The Watchers, the Anunnaki, and the angels of monotheistic traditions share a commonality. They exist at the nexus of divinity and humanity. Their stories blend myth, theology, and esoteric insight. In this second installment of the mysteries of the angels, Anunnaki, and the Watchers, we'll uncover the threads that weave these beings together, forming a tapestry that reflects humanity's timeless fascination with the divine and the forbidden. Hi there, I'm Reverend Mother Mary Catherine. Welcome to the second video in Mysteries of the Angels, Anunnaki, and the Watchers series. I'm so glad you've joined me on this fascinating journey as we explore this subject. If you haven't watched the Angels supplemental video and the first video in this series, please do. They are foundational to what we're about to cover. As we established in the Book of Enoch, the Watchers are described as angels tasked with observing humanity, yet their sacred duty was marred by their desire. They descended to earth and transgressed divine law by taking mortal wives, leading to the birth of the Nephilim, giants of legend said to embody both angelic power and human corruption. This act of defiance marked their fall from grace, transforming them from divine emissaries to fallen beings. The punishment of the Watchers, as recounted in Enochian texts, is both severe and symbolic. Bound and cast into darkness, their fate serves as a cautionary tale of hubris and divine justice. Yet their influence persists, echoing through myths and esoteric traditions as a reminder of the thin line between divine blessing and divine wrath. As the Watchers fell, their story merged with broader theological narratives across cultures and time, particularly in Christianity, because that's what we know for the most part as we grow up in America, but also in other cultures. Over time, these two types of angels, fallen beings and messengers or guardians, came into modern culture. Fallen beings were identified as demons, adversaries of the divine order, while the messengers and guardian angels were considered good. The fallen angel's transformation reflects a theological evolution, a shift from beings of light and knowledge to entities embodying chaos and temptation. The connection between fallen angels and demons raises a lot of questions. Were they always adversarial? Or did their rebellion redefine them in the eyes of humanity? And how do their stories inform our understanding of exorcisms, possessions, and the struggle between good and evil? The Anunnaki of Sumerian mythology are often seen as distant yet compelling relatives of the Watchers. Described as powerful deities or advanced beings, the Anunnaki's role in shaping humanity's destiny mirrors the tale of the Watchers. Some interpretations, like those of Zachariah Stitchin, suggest that they were extraterrestrial visitors bringing advanced knowledge and technology to the early human civilizations, particularly the Agigi, who rebelled and left their outpost on Mars to descend to Earth, moaning and weeping to the Anunnaki to relieve them of their labors. While Sumerian texts focus on creation and divine governance, the parallels with the Watchers, particularly their mingling with humanity, invite speculation. Were the Anunnaki merely symbolic representations of natural forces, or were they historical agents of influence, inspiring the myths of the Watchers and their offspring? Who were the Agigi? And if the Anunnaki are really extraterrestrials, are they coming back? If Jesus of Nazareth was part or more Anunnaki, is his foretold second coming the same as the return of the Anunnaki and Nibiru? Angels, fallen or otherwise, and the Anunnaki represent humanity's deep yearning to understand the divine and its manifestations in the physical world, whether through spiritual guidance, forbidden knowledge, or direct intervention. These beings bridge the gap between the celestial and the earthly. Their stories echo through rituals, texts, and oral traditions, influencing esoteric practices and cultural beliefs. The Watchers' fall, the Anunnaki's role in creation, and the angels' guidance are not isolated narratives. Together, they reflect humanity's collective consciousness, a rich blend of faith, fear, and fascination with the unknown. The Agigi are described in Mesopotamian mythology as the younger gods, tasked with performing laborious duties on behalf of the Anunnaki. They maintained the earth, dug canals, and toiled endlessly. Eventually, their rebellion against these oppressive tasks became a defining moment in their mythos. They revolted against labor. Overworked and weary, the Agigi rebelled against the Anunnaki, abandoning their stations and demanding relief from their burdens. To resolve the rebellion, the Anunnaki created humanity to take over the Agigi's labor. The creation story intertwines the fates of the Agigi and humankind. Like the Watchers, the Agigi descended to Earth, their actions creating ripples through divine and mortal realms. The Watchers transgressed divine law by taking mortal wives, while the Agigi's rebellion led to a redefinition of divine hierarchy. The Watchers imparted skills and knowledge to humanity that were deemed forbidden. Similarly, the Agigi's rebellion indirectly led to humanity gaining agency and purpose as they were created to fulfill divine roles. Zachariah Stitchin's theory suggests that the Igigi may have been stationed on Mars as intermediaries between Earth and the Anunnaki. Their descent to Earth and rebellion align with modern ideas of extraterrestrial influence on early human civilizations. Both narratives emphasize rebellion against divine authority and the ensuing consequences. The Igigi's uprising mirrors the Watcher's defiance, showing the fragility of divine order. If the Igigi are the Watchers, their story is a testament to humanity's fascination with celestial beings, rebellion, and the acquisition of knowledge. These narratives point to the consequences of crossing divine boundaries, while also reflecting humanity's eternal quest for understanding and transcendence. By examining the parallels between the Igigi, Watchers, and Anunnaki, we find a shared mythology, heritage that bridges cultures and epochs, whether interpreted through religious, esoteric, or extraterrestrial lenses. These stories invite us to question the origins of knowledge, the nature of rebellion, and the role of the divine in shaping our world. From ancient texts to Renaissance magicians, the names and hierarchies of the angels have evolved, reflecting humanity's changing relationship with the divine. Let's explore who these angels are and what they mean to us today. We previously covered the angelic hierarchy as defined by Thomas Aquinas in the Angels supplemental video. To briefly recap, Aquinas delineated a celestial structure with 9 choirs of angels divided into 3 triads, each with distinct roles and attributes. The highest triad, closest to God, the seraphim, cherubim, and thrones. The middle triad, governing cosmic order, dominions, virtues, and powers. The lowest triad, interacting directly with humanity, principalities, archangels, and angels. While this framework is foundational, there are countless angels outside this structure, often revealed through mystical texts, ceremonial practices, and direct experiences of the divine. Among ceremonial magicians, the Holy Guardian Angel, or HGA, is revered as the pinnacle of spiritual attainment. First articulated in depth in the sacred magic of Abramelin the Mage, the HGA represents a deeply personal and transformative connection to one's higher self or divine essence. Let's break down the HGA's significance. The role and purpose of the Holy Guardian Angel serves as a personal divine guide, bridging the gap between the human and the divine. It provides knowledge, wisdom, and protection, enabling the magician to align with their true will. The Abramelin operation. The sacred magic describes an intensive months-long ritual aimed at achieving knowledge and conversation with your holy guardian angel. This process involves purification, prayer, and the establishment of a sacred space. Figures like Aleister Crowley reinterpreted the rituals, framing it as an ultimate goal of spiritual and magical practice. In contemporary ceremonial magic, achieving communion with your holy guardian angel is seen as unlocking one's highest potential. John Dee, the renowned mathematician and astrologer of Elizabethan England, introduced a system of angelic communication that remains influential in occult traditions. Working with his scryer, Edward Kelly, Dee claimed to receive messages from angels in a divine language now known as Enochian. These angels revealed a complex cosmology, including the aethers, watchtowers, and calls. This system features angelic beings who govern various aspects of creation and human destiny. Enochian magic is used to access higher planes of consciousness and gain insight into divine mysteries. The Enochian language, believed to be the original language of angels, is integral to these practices. Dee's work influenced later figures like Samuel Liddell MacGregor Mathers and Israel Regardie, who integrated Enochian elements into Golden Dawn rituals. While Michael, Gabriel, Raphael, and Uriel dominate popular angelology, lesser-known angels hold significance in mystical and esoteric traditions. Among these are Metatron, known as the Scribe of God. Metatron oversees the Akashic records and is often associated with divine knowledge and ascension. Some interpret scriptures in the Book of Enoch to say Enoch became Metatron. Sandalphon, the twin of Metatron. Sandalphon is the angel of music and prayer, acting as a bridge between human supplications and divine responses. Raziel, the angel of secrets. Raziel is said to guide divine mysteries and reveal hidden truths to those deemed worthy. An angel associated with love and beauty is Aniel. Aniel governs the energies of Venus and inspires harmony and creativity. The modern revival of ceremonial magic owes much to the work of key figures who expanded in angelic lore. Samuel Liddell MacGregor Mathers, a founder of the Hermetic Order of the Golden Dawn, Mathers translated critical text, including the Key of Solomon and the sacred magic of Abramelin the Mage. His rituals integrated angelic invocations, emphasizing their role in spiritual transformation. Israel Regardie preserved and published Golden Dawn teachings, ensuring their accessibility to future generations. He emphasized the psychological and spiritual dimensions of angelic workings, blending them with Jungian concepts of the self. Aleister Crowley. Crowley's writings, particularly the Liber Unveil Legis, reframed the HGA as the central focus of his magical philosophy. His visionary experiences with angelic beings influenced his system of Thelema and the broader esoteric landscape. The exploration of angels through time reveals a dynamic interplay between human aspirations and divine inspiration. Whether as guardians, guides, or gatekeepers, these beings reflect our deepest desires for connection, knowledge, and transcendence. By studying their names, roles, and stories, we uncover the mysteries of the cosmos and the secrets within ourselves. We're going to shift our focus from the angelic realms to their darker counterparts, demons or daemons. These entities have been both feared and revered throughout history, with interpretations ranging from malevolent spirits to misunderstood guides of hidden wisdom. Together, we'll explore the origins, roles, and the nuances that distinguish them, as well as how they connect to the Watchers, the Nephilim, and the ancient practices of demonology. In the Book of Enoch, the Nephilim are described as offspring of the Watchers and human women, towering giants who wreaked havoc on the earth, according to Enoch 15:8 through 10. Now the giants who have been born of spirit and of flesh shall be called upon the earth evil spirits, and on the earth shall be their habitation. Evil spirits shall proceed from their flesh, because they were created from above. From the holy Watchers was their beginning and primary foundation. Evil spirits shall they be upon the earth, and the spirits of the wicked shall they be called. This scripture suggests that while the physical bodies of the Nephilim were destroyed in the flood, their spirits remained, bound to the earthly plane. These spirits became what we might now recognize as demons, restless entities lingering between realms, unable to ascend or fully perish. The term demon and daemon are often conflated, but they carry distinct meanings across cultures and traditions. In Greek thought, daemons were intermediaries between gods and humans, neither wholly good nor wholly bad. Socrates referred to his daemon as a guiding spirit, a source of wisdom, and an inner voice. These entities were seen as protectors, teachers, even muses, inspiring creativity and insight. Rooted in the Judeo-Christian worldview, demons are often portrayed as malevolent spirits working against divine will. Their association with the fallen Watchers and the Nephilim ties them to rebellion and corruption, fueling their depiction as adversaries of humanity. In Solomonic magic, particularly texts like the Ars Goetia, demons are not inherently evil. Instead, they are powerful entities that can be summoned and bound for specific purposes. These practices emphasize respect and discipline, treating demons as forces of nature to be harnessed rather than outright enemies. Much like angelology, demonology features elaborate hierarchies. Figures like Belial, Asmodeus, Baal hold prominent roles in grimoires, each governing legions of spirits and associated with specific domains. These demons are often invoked for their unique knowledge and abilities. Not all demons are fallen angels. Many are believed to be the spirits of the earth, such as Nephilim, or entities tied to elemental or tectonic forces. This distinction indicates the diversity within the demonic realm. In Islamic tradition, jinn are spirits made of smokeless fire, capable of both good and evil. Some jinn align closely with the Western concept of demons, while others resemble daemons in their neutrality. The idea of demons as malevolent possessors is central to many religious traditions. Rituals of exorcisms aim to banish these entities and restore spiritual balance. The Nephilim's continued presence, as suggested by Enoch, may explain why these spirits are still as persistent threats. Texts like the Key of Solomon provide frameworks for working with demons in a controlled environment. Practitioners use sigils, names, and rituals to invoke and command these entities. Success in these practices hinges on the magician's understanding and mastery of spiritual hierarchies. Modern perspectives often view demons as archetypes representing inner struggles, fears, and desires. Engaging with these entities becomes a way to confront and integrate shadow aspects of the self. If the Nephilim spirits still roam the earth, what role do they play in shaping human history and spirituality? Are demons truly adversarial, or do they serve a deeper purpose in the cosmic balance? How can understanding the distinction between daemons and demons enrich our approach to spiritual practice? From the rebellious spirits of the Nephilim to the structured hierarchies of Solomonic magic, the study of demons reveals a complex and multifaceted realm. These entities, whether feared or respected, challenge us to confront the unknown and expand our understanding of the divine. By distinguishing between demons and daemons, we open the door to a richer, more nuanced exploration of spiritual truth. In the next video, we'll delve even deeper into the mysteries, examining how these entities influence modern spirituality and esoteric practices. Thank you for joining me as we continue to uncover the shadows and light within these ancient stories.